Good afternoon. Welcome to Jim Munley's World of Weather. Clicked on to long-range weather forecast discussion for July 18th through July 2nd. The period for June 18th to 22nd, we have a ridge that's off the west coast here. We have a trough here in the west and the east, or trough across western North America. And we have a trough here in the east with above normal heights here, continuing the blocking pattern here across central and eastern Canada. The upper ridge across Texas and the western Gulf will maintain a heat wave into Tuesday and possibly beyond based on the CPC forecast. Excessive heat will continue into next week for much of the southern plains, lower Mississippi Valley, with widespread hundreds and 110s across the southern portion of Texas and 90s covering much of the southern and central plains. And we'll take a look at that. Let me see if I can get the right map up. Okay, here, this is the temperature anomalies during this period. Okay, 18th to 22nd. And you can see where the heat is mostly concentrated in this period. This is for Texas, okay? And the pattern favors areas of heavy rain from the northern central plains into the southeast and mid-Atlantic. We'll take a look at that at the surface. And we continue to watch an area here, disturbed weather coming out of the Gulf of Mexico. And this could affect parts of the southeast. Later in the period, this is the GFS. Moves across Florida and then out. Could spread some rain back into the mid-Atlantic. And then this is the GFS. This is the European. Where's it go? Kind of brings it inland a little bit. And there it is off the coast. Really starts to get going there. And then we have another area to watch. We're going to go to the satellite picture here. This is a wave that's going to be coming off the African coast. And this could has the potential to develop later on as it generally tracks to the west-northwest. This will be monitored for possible development yet, but we have days to go before it affects any land masses. So we'll be watching that one. Okay, and then a front across the southern plains and southeast will be the focus for heavy rain across portions of the south and southeast. The area of Ohio Valley to the mid-Atlantic coast also experienced heavy rain late in the weekend. The rain will likely continue into next week as a frontal boundary lifts northward, sending the rain north up the coast in the mid-Atlantic. So we'll take a look at that at the surface. Whoops, wrong map. So seeing the rain spreading northward. It's not associated with that system offshore. Okay, and temperatures will remain below normal across southeast and parts of the middle and northeast due to clouds, precipitation, and cold air damming. Okay, we're going to look at the period now for June 23rd to 27th. And what we have here, we still have our trough here over the west. Ridge here over the northeast Pacific, another ridge over here over central and eastern Canada, trough in the east. We also have a ridge across the southern plains. Because this is a fairly strong ridge here from Mexico stretching into the southern plains, a 594 dm ridge. So that'll be continuing the hot weather there. So for this forecast period, I'm calling for, calling for below normal temperatures here and for this region, and anomalies are forecast to be near 6 degrees below normal. Above normal temperatures are forecast here, with the anomalies could exceed 8 degrees above normal in some locations. For precipitation, calling for above normal precipitation here and for this region, and the probability of occurrence is near 35%. And then we have below normal precipitation here, and for this area here, probability of occurrence is 35%. Now we're going to look into the forecast period for June 28th through July 2nd, as we get close to the 4th. The pattern is mostly zonal, but you can still hear there's some troughiness lingering in the west and the south. Zonal flow across southern Canada, above normal heights continue across Canada, and the high latitudes. Still a little bit of troughiness here across the northeast and the west. So for this forecast period, I'm calling for below normal temperatures here, and anomalies are forecast to be near 6 degrees below normal. Above normal temperatures forecast for this region, and anomalies could be at least 10 degrees above normal, again, most across the southern plains of lower Mississippi Valley. And for precipitation, calling for above normal precipitation here. And for this region, probability of occurrence near 35%. And then we have below normal precipitation for this region here, probability of occurrence near 35%. Now, another thing I want to look at here, you remember last week when the skies were smoky and so forth, and it looks like that smoke could return again. Now we're going to look here. This is the GEFS. This is the GEFS chemistry aerosol. And you can see this is where on the fires are. The smoke comes down here. We also have some here across this area. And I think one of these... Okay, I thought one of these was at the surface. And then, so we'll have a hazy look. Then we have more moving in. You see the blue. And then, before then it kind of clears out again. But it's going to be, it's expected to return. Whether it does or not, we have to see. Because I was looking at models early in the week. I had like this, this area here was moving down right into the northeast. And then later I look at this model again, then it was like curving around across Pennsylvania and staying to the west. So it keeps on changing, but it's something to watch as we, the next couple of days. So anything else I wanted to show? We already talked about the surface here. We talked about the tropics, smoke, the temperature anomalies. Okay, that's about it. So that's the long-range weather forecast discussion for June 18th through July 2nd. Thanks for coming to Jim Munley's World of Weather, and have a good day.